Welcome back to Satisfactory. Today, well, I went out exploring and I found a few sulfur nodes. Now, I didn't find any nodes that we could actually mine by putting, miner mark 2s and 3s on, but I did find just rocks, basically. So I picked them up, put them in this box, just so you can see everything from when I actually find it from research. So in here, we go into the MAM, and from there you can see we've got sulfur, so we can do that research 3 seconds, so that's not going to take very long at all. And yeah, there we go. So that leads us into, let's see, oh good, this is going to be, it already unlocks it for the scanner. Bear in mind though that this nuclear power milestone will also unlock it for the scanner, so you don't have to do this. I just did it because these computers were being made and it takes a while for them to be made. Anyway, black powder, so that takes some coal, it looks like. Is that regular coal? It looks like regular coal. And sulfur, so let's just get that going as well, which won't take us very long at all because we should have regular coal coming down here over to our steel mill effectively. So it'll be in here. Nope, not in there. It'll be upstairs, but we can just grab it straight off the belt, I would think. Yep. So I just want 25 coal, so I'm just going to keep on pressing the E. There we go, 25 coal. And this will unlock black powder for us. Now this whole research chain is going to head us towards the rifle. And until now, I've been using this stick. Vibra sword, if you want a Star Wars like reference. In any case, we're going to want to do more than that basically. So we want to be able to have a rifle which shoots things remotely. It will chew through ammo, so do be aware if you're going to do that. But this also leads us towards an obelisk explosive, I believe. So yeah, so there we go, black powder, research finished. And now, well, we've got to make black powder to unlock any further stuff, and that's going to need even more sulfur, I think. So that may put us on pause right now, because in order to do that, even if we handcraft it, yeah, there it is. So handcrafting it, it's going to take a fair bunch of sulfur, which of course I don't have a huge amount in my inventory, but coal and sulfur will basically get us the black powder. And that then leads on to explosives. But that's the start of everything as we go. At the very top right of the screen, you'll see nuclear power is up and nearly done. So there's 16 computers. Let's go and take a look at those. And let's see if they're ready for, well, ready for us to complete our next sort of power tier. And a short trip later, and a little while later, I've got enough computers to actually keep us going, or at least into this research. So here we go, here, there we go. Alright, and let's complete this off and unlock nuclear power. Oh, who doesn't want nuclear power? There we go, so 200 out of 200. I've got 87 computers left, and there we go. So nuclear power milestone unlocked. Great. And new parts, new resources, new scannable resources. Okay, so thanks to a commenter a few episodes now who reminded me that when I use the scanner, I will be able to see the results on the map. I didn't even know that. So if we have a look at sulfur, for example, we can take a look, and it doesn't show a visual of that, I don't think. But they should show up on the map, hopefully, once it actually finds any sulfur. Oh wait, there they go. Hang on. Are they on the map? Yeah, there they are, all the way over to the east. Right there. So that's sort of where I found the sulfur nodes anyway. And they are 1.4 kilometers away. However, they are very not playing for 2 hours. Oh yeah, I had it on AFK. Yes, I have a train station with quartz over there, so sulfur is not that far up beyond the quartz. Okay, and then we can look for uranium. Let's see where that is. Hopefully closer. Although somewhere near the coal wouldn't actually be too terrible. That would be quite good. Still no ping returns. Oh dear. Oh wait, there's the first one. Again, about 1.4 kilometers away. And that is over, wow, okay, that is inland for a man. I don't think we've actually been that direction. There is a cave through there, but it is, well, let me go in and out of map again. Yeah, there's no way even further. There is a cave through there, but it is full of gas, if I remember rightly. So I will go and take a bit of an explore and see if we can actually find it. Of course, we could potentially make a nuclear station over near the nuclear, the nuclear area itself, rather than bring all the stuff back here. So let's take a look what new recipes we've got in here. Nuclear power plant. You can see that is going to require some bits and pieces that we don't, well, one thing in particular that we don't currently have. A supercomputer. So we, for some reason, nuclear power plants don't need supercomputers. Okay, I shouldn't go with real life. Let's calm down. Okay, fine. So we're going to have to research that and get that going next. Anything else in any of the other tiers? Foundations, no. Walls, no, nothing there. Organization, no. So it really is just the nuclear power station itself, which is perfectly fine. And did that auto? I don't think that would have automatically given me supercomputers, so I presume I have to go through here. So there's the sulfur line. Is it in the Caterium line? It is. For that, we need 50 high-speed connectors, and we need lots of computers and AI limiters. And of course, we've got most of those. So I need to just go and go over here. I did get a commenter. Thanks very much to the Stick, who's reliably good commenter, and he says there is it's certainly on the subreddit. There is a new way of accelerating people through tubes. I may have to show you that later. Full credit to the person on Reddit that actually created it. Cool sort of upgrade. Basically, you have these entrances, and you create a circle of entrances. So a short section, like 90 degrees, sort of a short section of tube, then another one, and you end up going in a circle. But every time you go through an entrance and exit, you accelerate. So you end up going through this circle, incredible speed, but you can get out of it just by pushing in a direction, basically by pushing W, and you will fly off in that direction, which of course can be the entrance to another tube. So you have these accelerators at the entrances wherever you want to get through another tube faster. Regardless, that's something else entirely. I'll have to build one and see if that kills me. That wouldn't surprise me. There's AI limiters. Don't need any of those at the moment. Probably will need more later. And I've only got 5 because circuit boards are going through. I cut them off. I was making more computers and concentrating on just making computers, so I cut those off. We can indeed just basically reform that. This side, and you. There we go. And indeed, if we don't need the computers anymore, we can turn off this side. So let's grab some of those, and that should split evenly again. Okay, so we are going to need high-speed connectors and 50 of them. So I may have to wait for those. And so, while waiting, I built myself a human accelerotron. Yes, here we have it right here. You'll see this in a second. Yeah, you basically build a ring of entrances and exits like this. Just entrances in one direction. And you consistently get thrown in a certain direction depending which one of these you enter into. So you've got to be a little bit careful about where your next sort of entrance is. But if I just go in here for a second, you'll see, if I just do this, I get thrown this way, and I'm traveling much faster. Now, I don't know if there's any way to stay inside. You see how slow it is going this direction now. I don't know if there's any way to actually stay inside the accelerator at all until you reach like superhuman velocities. But the Reddit posts I've certainly seen on people doing this generally have one of these, for instance. Why am I onto? Yeah, let's not look at the chainsaw. Then have this section of tube fling the person basically out, like for example here we could aim it that way, and then travel across and then hit the next entrance, which would accelerate them again, and then again and again, and you end up flying all the way across the map. So if you have any particular need to see that, then I'm sure I can show you more of that, but this is certainly an easy way to get going. And yeah, it just means that you have to enter with this one, and you'll get flung out that direction. And if I enter this one, you'll see the same kind of thing happens. If I go here, I'll end up right there. So if I wanted to have my entrance to the next section, you'll see what happens. So if I go in, so yeah, I end up right here, and of course that could be another entrance entirely. Okay, so our high-speed connectors should now be done. So let's go and grab those, and let's go and head on to the part of the factory. So yes, plenty of those are done. Let's head back over and see if we can unlock supercomputers. And there we go. It's going to take literally 3 seconds to do it. So let's just do that. Spend all those 3 seconds. Okay, analysis of supercomputer is completed. Please choose a new node. And we have a couple more things. Geothermal generators. Oh, that's even nicer. Well, we know where the geysers or geysers, depending on where you're from, is, but it needs 50 supercomputers. You're probably about to see why. Supercomputers are a little bit harder to make than computers, but they need them as a prerequisite, if I remember rightly. And a programmable splitter, again, both supercomputer recipes. We do, however, the ability to do this with even more inventory slots. Although, no matter how many inventory slots I get, it seems like nature abhors a vacuum and continually gets me to fill them with all kinds of random stuff that I may actually need. Power pole Mark 3s, of course, we can get those along with the extra dimensional space. So yeah, we just need to wait for some more of the high-speed connectors, and they're automatic. So again, this is really, really straightforward and easy to do. So that's that. Is there anything in here I want just yet? No, I'm just going to need the black powder for that. So I guess with supercomputers unlocked, are they just going to appear in a manufacturer recipe? If I go and have a look at one for a second. There's nothing extra in here anyway now. Left, I think we've got pretty much everything. Alternative fluid transport is just packaging stuff. Gas mask I'm going to want. That is going to need fabric. Thanks very much to the commenters who did say I'm going to need mycelia or mycelium. Whether you get one or many. To do this, and they are found in caves, and I don't have, unlike my first season, I don't have like a really easy cave right next to me. I think there's one with, in fact, let's go and have a look. There's one through this direction. So if we have a look, if you're following along and you're in the same starting spot, you may well already know where it is. But if we go have a look here, don't go down the tube. Well, you may not even have a tube here, but there is this large open cave. But I think in the first sort of season, we found them in really small caves, and there is uranium. Remember I was saying we may have found a node of it? So there isn't a mineable area of uranium there, and it does actually cause damage if you get close to it, so just be a little bit careful there. But we can pick up some of that, and there is bacon agaric, so I guess that is one thing. Oh, no. I hate these things. No one likes spiders. No one. Well, especially not if you're a fly, but yeah. Is there anything in here? Is that one of my earlier beacons? It is. Go back. And this is why I want rifles. Although that can be just as panic inducing. So this is the SAM ore node. Yeah, and we can go and collect that. Mycelia. There we go. So we're going to grab some of those, and that should then enable the research. So we're going to need quite a few of them. Let's go and pick them up. And we may as well pick up the bacon agaric while we're at it. That notification at the bottom of the screen pretty much just lets us know that, hey, that's going to unlock something new in research, so you may as well go and do it. There's a reason for fabric, by the way, and I do remember actually doing this, is you can get parachutes. So if you fling yourself halfway across the map, and you are going to die when you hit the ground again, you can, of course, just use a parachute now. So I think it's a one-time only thing, I think. It's been a while. But, yeah, it lets you float down, and oh god. I came that way. I'm running away. I don't have any healing food on me. Go away. Right, as I was saying, back to the base, and we'll go and research our mycelium and get that tree on the go as well. I almost want like a second entrance point to these tubes. I'm not sure if there's any way to really have junctions. They seem to be just point to point, so you have to build manual junctions where you have to step between them, I guess. Yeah, I can't think of any other way of getting junctions. It's not like you can have a T-junction and a choice, although that would be really nice. You could have whole networks of them. Anyway, mycelium. Mycelia. There's the research chain. And we need 5 of them to start the research chain, but that's only 3, so that's fine. There we go. Research finished. Good. And there we go. So there's the fabric. We're going to need, what is that? Is that caterium ore? But just biomass. Okay. I probably have biomass. If not... Yep. Easy. I think I have it for just a reserve power supply just in case the worst happens. And that is another 3 seconds, so we'll take that one as well. Good. Fabric's unlocked. I'd like a renewal way of making fabric though, rather than being limited. And there we go. If you get a parrot, you can get a parachute unlocked with 10 fabric. And on this side, medical properties. Okay, so again, probably more healing at this particular point. Just needs a couple of berries and some more of the nuts that we can get, and we'll get that unlocked. But we got fabric unlocked. That's the main thing right now. And does that unlock anything else in? What is it in here that I actually wanted for that? No. Blade runners, I technically have them, so I'm not going to need that one. And fabric's really easy to handcraft. That's not going to take any time at all. So it's 5 biomass per fabric. So I've got 20 now, and I just need 30 more. So that's going to be just fine by doing that, I think. Where's the fabric gone? There it is, 40 more. So yeah, I'll handcraft those, and then we should be able to use those to either unlock parachutes, which is one thing, I suppose. I don't have a need for that just yet. Instead, I'm going to put them towards the other project. Which is to say, I want a gas mask to be able to get through, be able to make filters, to be able to get through the green areas and be able to move through the map a lot easier. So that, we can select the milestone, and we can just paste in there. So that's the fabric. Let's put this biomass away and the mycelia. And then we just need some plastic and some rubber. So, hey, I almost want an accelerator at this end now. The rubber's down there, as is some of the plastic. Yeah, the plastic's down there as well. So I'll grab them, bring them back, and then we'll be able to make gas masks. Love that thing. Okay, gas mask it is. Let's just dump this stuff in here. Thanks very much for the stick. That's a great innovation. Just when you think that they've eliminated the belts ejecting you into the stratosphere, yep, someone comes up with Acceleratrons, or whatever we want to call them. I like the name. Particle accelerators, but for humans. So yeah, that's fine, and that should get me gas masks, which I should be able to make via. Ooh, it's going to be by the equipment workshop, isn't it? So, of course, I need rods. Okay. That's going to be an easy one. That's going to be over here. And we'll get some rods going. Yep, there we go. So let's just get an equipment workshop. So I've already got one around somewhere. Probably have. Okay, and where is my gas mask? There it is. So what do I need for the gas mask? I need rubber, I need plastic, and I need fabric. So I need 100 fabric? Okay. So maybe that's going to take me a little bit longer, but the rubber and the plastic are easy enough. Okay, I guess we're going to be hunting some more mycelia. There we go. Bunch more fabric and some more biomass I've been collecting, so we are able to take that across. And now the equipment workbench will now let us go workshop. We're now going to create 2 different things. One is the hazmat suit, which we got by the nuclear reactor sort of recipe. So for that we need rubber, we need plastic, and we need alclad, which I have in a box over here. So rubber, plastic, and alclad. Okay, and that should get me my hazmat suit. We're going to craft one of those. I'm not sure if the hazmat suit needs filters or not, but I'm sure we'll find out. And I would like more body slots, please, not just hand slots. Regardless, we also need a gas mask, and that's going to need even more fabric, so I'm going to need even more mycelium. So, but yeah, see, I'm going to need. I'm definitely going to need filters. Okay, that has no filtering capacity whatsoever. So yes, this is really annoying. Now there's going to be the jetpack, the blade runners, and the hazmat suit, all of which fit in different areas on your body, none of which you can actually share. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Okay, so I need to go and find more mycelium. I've emptied that cave out of mycelium, so mycelia, so I will need to go and find it elsewhere. But we have the hazmat suit. I'm now going to complete the set with the well, first of all, I'm also going to need to figure out how to make filters. They're clearly not made in here. No. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, iodine and views filters. They are made with the earlier kind of filters. And we add quick wire and we add rubber to them. Now, I don't really have any renewable sources of rubber right now because I disabled it for making, we made fuel, we made plastic, but we discarded rubber as a recipe that we never needed. We wouldn't need it. Rubber for anything, would we? Yes, unfortunately, looks like we have. So the basic filter it needs fabric. That's annoying. How the hell are we going to make that? Because it's a limited resource. We can't, unless yeah, I think our commenter did say there is an alternative recipe out there in the hard drives to be able to make fabric from something. Haven't got it. So the only thing I can make fabric with is mycelia. That's going to need to be changed though, because filters are consumable, and if you ever run out completely, then how are you supposed to get past things? Coal is easy enough, rubber is easy enough. We can just change a refinery over and it'll make rubber instead of making plastic. And then our iodine infused filter is just adding quick wire and yet more rubber to the same thing. So there is no iodine as such. It's just extra of the same resources. And of course, we have quick wire all the way over there where our plastic, where our rubber is, and everything like that. So that's not really a problem. Both of those are possible, but we will, however, need more mycelia. Up here near our coal station, where we've got everything running, you'll see I've got those two separate sets of water extractors now. You can even overclock these and just have one supplying an entire pipe worth. However, over here there is an actual hard drive site, and I can't remember whether I've actually harvested it or not. Here it is. Have I? You may be able to predict before I do whether I've actually done that. See, there's a you're aggro. You don't. Hello. This is why I want rifles. I want rifles because they get the zoomies, and once they get the zoomies, you have to just catch them before they... Ha! You hit a rock. Oh no. Are there two of them? No, there are two of them. This is bad. Oh no, they're not two of them. Yes, there are. That's a smaller one. It's fine. Yeah, you're nowhere near as hard to kill. Fine. Okay, have I actually unlocked you? I have. Okay, oh, that's a shame. I was hoping to get another recipe. Oh well, onward. And now extremely far up, there's a crash site we just, well, already liberated. And then you can see where my basically station is, my power station. All the way over here, you'll see this area where there's these two massive craters. It's a great view up here, but there is this crash site, and although it looks like gas there, that gas is generated by a plant that stands up when you get near it. So when it sits back down again, like it's about to probably, the gas will stop coming out, and then you can go and get to that particular drop pod. Now, if it is deterministic, i.e. it's the same for everyone, that drop pod does not need any power or anything, so just run up to it, grab the actual hard drive, which is what I've got in my inventory somewhere there. And you'll see just how many pieces of foundation I had to make to get up here. There are some hostile creatures, of course, but they're the runner kind, so they can't actually get to me. Not that I'll point and laugh at them whatsoever, and then karma gets me, you know, a short time later. So I'm not going to I'm not going to torment them too much. This is the only problem when you deal with these blocks. Yeah, and then I think I am short a few blocks at the end. See you back at the base. And here we are, so we'll just put that onto research and we'll see what recipe we get for it. So hard drive and a scan hard drive. Let's see, that's going to be 10 minutes. And then let's go and take a look at this manufacturer up here. This isn't going to be the final position, it's just something I want to just check out the recipe. In particular, in here we now have the supercomputer recipe. So you'll see it needs computers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and plastic. All four of those things are available and down the far end of the factory. So I can just go and pick this up, and we can go and take them back down to, well, where everything else is being built. So supercomputers should be relatively simple. However, you're going to need to pull two of them. The main limitation is going to be plastic, of course. The plastic is mainly being used for both the the regular computers, but also circuit boards. And it's been split two ways right now, and we're probably going to have to split it three ways in order to make this work. You'll see it's going back here. Are we actually piling up now? Yeah, that's actually not too bad. We are actually piling up. So we're clearly getting enough plastic for that to run. And it's splitting. So the half that's going to circuit boards is being used up almost immediately. So again, we'll probably need to go and move plastic elsewhere. However, because we don't need that many supercomputers, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to put out here this other manufacturer. I'm going to swing this around, maybe? No, let's actually still have stuff put into this side of it. Encroaching another clearance. Am I just encroaching that power pole? That's going to be too close, isn't it? Yeah, and that power pole's going straight through there. I'll leave it alone for now, and we'll do more of that later on. So that can go and get connected. Supercomputers, we will also make batteries. We don't need batteries just yet, but that's useful to know. And also turbo motors. And someone did tell me about turbo motors, saying early on in the game you can buy 50 of them with 8 coupons, and if you then feed them back into the coupon machine, you get a whole bunch more than just 8 coupons. So yeah, you may want to think about doing that if you haven't already started trading on getting diminishing returns. And of course, there is more stuff for the space elevator, but we'll come back onto that. So yeah, supercomputers. It needs 28 plastic per supercomputer, it looks like. And it can make 2 of these a minute, pretty much. So it's going to take 52 a minute. So lots and lots of plastic is going to be needed. In the meantime, however, not many computers are needed for that. So there we go. We dump in AI limiters. So that's enough for like 20 of these. That's enough for 50. And then we just need high-speed connectors, which we can dump in there. For the most part, apart from plastic, we can just manually dump in to get some supercomputers made. This is AI limiters, so I can grab some of that. And over here we have 63 high-speed connectors, so we'll get some of that. In you go. Ah, they're full up. So we just now need plastic. So I can start some of this being manufactured manually, and later on we'll hook it up in following on episodes. This is the sort of thing that will really be limited by your incoming oil supply. So we will need to create a much larger, more robust oil area for this kind of thing. But it might be nice if we can get enough to basically make some nuclear plants and think about processing some stuff for that with at least a few handcrafted. So if we look at nuclear plants again, what was you are 5 supercomputers, so that should be easy enough for us to make. You can see we have pretty much everything else. Concrete's trivial, and high-speed connectors we've already got plenty of. So next episode we are going to go and make a first nuclear power plant. Look at its stats. It's 2.5 gigawatts of power by comparison to fuel generators, which is 150 megawatts. Okay, I guess the problem is really going to be the input nuclear source. So they don't stay on the map. That's annoying. So yeah, I've got to go and head out to that uranium, wherever it turns out to be. It was down there, wasn't it? See if I can get to it and see if there's a handy place I can put down nuclear power plants nearby. And we're also going to have to get rid of the nuclear waste. Convention dictates that we load them into trucks and throw them out into the void, but if anyone has a better idea for disposing of nuclear waste, you definitely can't throw them in for coupons. I did get plenty of commenters saying you can't do that. I wish you could, but you can't. And yes, so we're gonna have to head down here, which is southeast of that bauxite that I ended up using, which is all the way up right there. So we may end up going through the bauxite cave, out the other side, and seeing if we can actually find a way over here. And then of course all we need to do is bring back the power, if that's the case, rather than bringing back any of the nasty uranium stuff. Okay, so I'll see you next episode for the nuclear power station, and I will leave it there. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, you feel free to click on the like button, but that's entirely up to you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell if you want notifications. But otherwise, Human Acceleraton is a go. And oh, I missed. Oh, I thought it was going to happen every time. Honestly, that's not the good end to the end of the episode. There we go. Okay, fine. Just need to face the right direction. Thanks for watching, guys, as always, and see you next time.